Okay, hello everybody. I'm gonna play Minoria here. Uh, Ignore my big puffy coat. I'm very cold right now. Um, and also ignore the coffee. All right. This is a game by the people that made Momodora, which is a very good game. I'm sure I'll play at some point on here. Um, it's the spiritual sequel to Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight, which is also on Steam. Um, they couldn't make another Momodora game because the developer had the rights to it or whatever, and they left that developer, came to a different developer, so that's why it's a spiritual sequel and not an actual sequel. But it's really cute. I've already played it, but uh, it's pretty replayable. It's pretty cute. The story is good. The art's cute. The music is really nice, and the mechanics and stuff are cute. So, and are good. So, yeah. All right. So I'm gonna start a new game. That's good. I'm gonna have the brightness up a little bit so you guys can see. Hopefully the music's not too loud. Year 1203 of the Ramesian calendar. A forbidden ceremony launched the Holy Kingdom of Ramesia into a large-scale conflict against witchcraft. Weeks later, the ruling princesses were kidnapped and held captive by the heretics. Desperate measures were taken as expeditions of nuns departed towards the capital. The church proclaims these sisters to be the only ones able to purify the witch threat. Now, their faith is the only hope to triumph over heresy. Yeah, so basically it's a inquisition against witches. Classic. Yeah, so here we go. Witch corpses. The other sisters shouldn't be too far ahead. Let's keep going in this direction. The princess. We must hurry. Sister Samia. Samil, I don't know. I see a double L and my Spanish kicks in and says it's a Y sound. Sister Samia, this area is infested with witches. It is our duty to purify them at all costs. I'm only a novice, but I hope to provide sufficient assistance to you. So Sister Samia is who I play. She's the nun on the right side, and this is sort of my companion character. She's very cute, and I love her. Our ceremony has already begun. We do not have much time. Let's proceed in search of the princess. So their designs are pretty cool. Sister Samia's design is pretty cool. I have a sword. I'm starting at St. Hildreth's Cathedral. I have a single jump, which was something I had to get used to, because in Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight, you start with a double jump. Not in this game. Yeah, so design's pretty cute. The areas are cool. The music's nice. I have incenses. I start with healing incense. I have active and passive ones. So these are my ability, usable abilities. I start with Hildegard. Standard sword carried by members of the Order of the 12th Saint. Nuns sent to the battlefield specialize either in melee combat or in assistant enchantments, with the former carrying blades such as this. Per tradition, a sword maiden from the Toriati family is responsible for teaching combat techniques to the nuns. I have a cross. The emblem and symbol of prayer of the sacred office. This particular piece is adorned with a bundle of flowers. The cross is a catalyst through which church inquisitors burn incenses. The regent at its tip triggers a reaction when in contact with incense. And a diary. Small book lacking any noteworthy features. Usually the church prohibits nuns from carrying personal belongings. This diary is an exception, for it serves the purpose of keeping records of missions and maybe even memories. So, yeah. So I have records that I can look at. The archives are, there's 30, things I can pick up or things I get when defeating enemies that tell me a little about the world and the lore and stuff. So I have Sister Samia, which is me, age 21, a nun dressed in black. She aspires to become a historian and likes to sleep after lunch. Her mother, a woman branded a witch, was burned alive by the Inquisition. Samia was then forced into clerical work to atone for her family's sins. They'll talk about that more later. Yeah. And Sister Anna Fran, age 18. Sister Samia's assistant. She's a young acolyte lacking experience in combat. For that reason, Fran specializes in rituals for sealing witches. So I basically knock their HP down and then she actually purifies them. The Sacred Office is known for burning entire villages to eradicate the presence of witches. Fran's hometown, a small village to the east of Oromie, is among the ones wiped by the church. So both of us sort of forced into this here nasty business. I have a map, which I uncover as I go. So right now I have not very much. Stats just sort of tells me level, my attack and defense stats, current experience, total experience. Coins I can pick up. I think there's 40 total in the game. I can pick up as I go, which I can use to buy more incenses. And accomplishments, which I have all of them right now because it keeps them from, I guess, every game. But yeah, so those are basically, I guess, what the achievements are in Steam. So there's something up there, but I can't get to it right now. Locked. These little things are how you jump. So at some point I'll get a double jump that'll let me get up there, but right now I can't. Yeah, so let's go. These little guys, which are very cute. I don't really know what they're supposed to be. Just little, I don't know, witch created beings, but I think they have a cute little design. Most of the enemies have pretty cool designs. I'm gonna try to find all the archives and secret stuff again, but I don't know if I'll remember where all of them are, so later on I'll pick up an incense that'll make a little beeping noise when I'm near secret stuff like this, but until I have it, I'll just try to remember. So stuff that's on the ground will look like this. Silver coin, okay. So yeah, so I can use that to buy stuff later. For now I can't really do anything with it. That was telling me how to burn incense that I have equipped, but I don't want to do that right now because I don't need to. This is a bomb guy who will hurt me very badly if I let him throw a bomb at me. Okay, here we go, another cutscene. This looks like a safe area, Sister Samia. Perhaps we can rest here for a bit. And I get a few options during the game to say different stuff, and I like to be nice to Anna Fran because she's cute. And, yeah. What's wrong? I'm sorry, it's just... To tell you the truth, I'm very scared. It's my first time in a mission like this. I trust your combat abilities, though, Sister Samia. Please do not misunderstand. I'm sure we'll do well. I have faith in us. Oh, she's so cute. So these little floating ink things are how I save, and it'll also restore all my incenses and my health. So, at the beginning of the game, oh yeah, I can hit W to chat with Anna Fran, and a little picture of her will pop up down there. It's very cute. Princess Amelia is somewhere in this cathedral. We must hurry to save her. And I'll get a little whoop. New Fran chat available. We are doing well so far. Don't let your guard down, Sister Samia. Yeah. Harry, time correctly to counter enemy attacks. So I can parry. It's the same button as the dodge, except I do it standing still. But I'm not very... Okay, I guess I was doing it right. I can pick up different weapons, which I'll get later. And one of them, when I parry, it'll like, also have me do like a little counterattack. But I guess I either can't do that yet, or this, weapon doesn't have that. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. But, cornered like a rat, princess. Now, if you cooperate, return to your cell. Silence, witch. You disgrace these grounds by wearing the attire of the order. This is not the time for your religious fantasies, your highness. Huh? I didn't expect to find more nuns around here. I thought I got rid of every one of you. Are you here to rescue your majesty? This is what she is now. Look at her. Your kind wouldn't even consider her human at this point. So if you noticed in the cutscene when she was running, the princess has antlers. That is a sign of witches, I guess. See how, like, they both have some kind of head thing. So I guess that's why you wouldn't consider her human. Point your crosses at her and burn her alive. Pass your sacred judgment. I'm waiting, children of God. Liz, the ceremony is not yet complete. I trust you can handle those two. Leave it to me. So this is first boss, Blossoming Witch Lisette. We'll see how I do, because I'm... If she hits me, like, at all, basically, I'll get very hurt. Oof. Ow. Alright, I did it. I only used one healing thing. Witch purified. Are you hurt, Princess Amelia? Not much, sister. I appreciate your help. I assume you are under the Sacred Office's orders, members of the Inquisition? Yes, your majesty. I am Sister Anna Frand, and this is Sister Samia. You fight well. That woman you just defeated was no common witch. There are others like her, sinners who stand against our kingdom. We must be very careful. Their ceremony is progressing swiftly. While you have done well in rescuing me, there's more to be done. First, we must head to the library. It's a safe spot. Where's that, your majesty? A bit further ahead, but not too far. I will know when we are nearby. Be wary of ambushes on your way there. I've seen corpses of nuns around. The witches hunt our presence. Understood. We'll be careful. The princess is with us now. Let's head to the library to keep her safe. Yeah, so when I defeat bosses like that, I'll get a, record of them. Oh, I have the one for the princess. So, Lisette, age, question mark. A witch born of a southern forest seed. Lisette wandered towards the city of Orimier in search of the one who started the ceremony. There, near St. Hildreth's Cathedral, she met Devoir. Both became responsible for taking care of Princess Amelia. The mark on her forehead is an indication of the vestigial blackening of her skin, a phenomenon common to those who undergo the witch transformation. The skin first turns black before stabilizing itself as another color. So yeah, they have different colors and stuff. The witch designs are pretty cool, but unfortunately for her, as the first boss, she doesn't get very much. Emilia Sorietti, 24. Eldest princess of the Holy Kingdom of Remizia. Her wish is to stop the ceremony being conducted by the witches and restore the order in her land. In the current year, a council was established through which the two princesses would rule the kingdom. Despite that, her younger sibling, Princess Poeme, I guess, betrayed both the crown and the church and allied herself with the witches. In an attempt to escape from her sister, Princess Emilia ended up cursed. Now, as the princess sobs silently, beautiful twigs and leaves sprout from her hair. Oh, so they're not antlers, they're twigs, I guess. But yeah, so that's why she has the antlers. So there's my map, the little sorry, feather will show up where the save points are. Also something that this game has that Momodora, at least Reverie Under the Moonlight, doesn't have is levels. So I'll actually level, get more health and damage and defense and stuff as I go, which is cool. Yeah, those bombs will basically kill me in one hit if I let them hit me, so I'm gonna try to not do that. Archive number 15. Mercy Cellar. Alright. Archive 15. Oh, okay. Alright, so Remezia is a northern kingdom bordering the kingdom of Renilia. The two kingdoms were founded as sites of faith and are home to church organizations. As such, they've been at war with the witches since the first witch ceremony when witchcraft was labeled as sin. Orimie is the capital of the Holy Kingdom of Remezia. The city is named after the nation's symbol, a white snake able to cure any disease. Over 500 years old, it was originally built as a settlement to shelter the soldiers who fought the witches of old. As of the current year, the city has become the central battlefield of the Fourth Witch War. Many of its inhabitants, including the royalty and the military, have either fled or barricaded themselves in their homes, awaiting for miracles from the sacred office. So Olavide is the one I just picked up. The City of Rain is the sanctuary where the White Chapel is located. The city lives up to its nickname and houses mostly pilgrims and travelers from regions plagued by drought. The constant storms all year long are very much disliked by the local nuns. Okay, so. Oh good. I can destroy bombs when they're thrown at me without having them explode. Ugh. But I have to be really careful about it. Ugh. There we go. White incense. So let's see. Unleashes a small projectile. Some of the instances I don't really use, just because I don't really find them that useful. There's so many corpses around. Oh, sorry, Fran. It's okay. We'll be alright. Ow. See, he took out like almost half of my health. With one hit. Which is not very good. Oh. Uh-oh. This is very not good. These guys are really strong. Oof. I have one healing incense left, which is not great. Alright, let's see. So, here we go. Sacred Office 1. Woof. The formal organization of the church. Its main building, the White Chapel, is located in the city of Olavide. The Sacred Office is a powerful entity, highly respected and feared by society. It is led by His Eminent Grace, the authority who directly communicates with the gods. Apart from him, the organization is commanded by several orders of nuns. Among them is the Order of the Twelfth Saint, which stands out as the largest and most influential one. These orders dictate the laws of the gods to the common folk and promise great rewards in life for those who follow and obey. At the same time, citizens who defy the church's sayings are met with persecution and judged as heretics. These trials, run by the church's inquisitorial branch, are oppressive acts that decide the fate of the individuals under investigation. Most of the time, the defendant is found guilty and sentenced to be burned alive. So, maybe a little bit corrupt and severe. Maybe. But, you know, who knows? Maybe it's fine. Go down here next. I can't go there. So sometimes these little flowers will appear, and basically if I destroy them, they give me extra XP, which is cool. Alright. I guess I didn't go up. Oof, that could have been really bad. I want to go back and save. And also finish exploring. Because I didn't go up yet. Yay, level up! And then I'll go back to the elevator. Oh, okay. Can't go there. Alright, cool. So, why is that room so empty? Oh, that's the other side of it. I want to go back and do it, but I won't. I'll just go to the elevator for now. See if I can destroy the bombs in there like that. But I have to time it really carefully, so I like to just kill them before they can throw bombs at me. Oops. Ouch, because they will take out about half of my health like that. Which is not very good. Okay. I think I'll stop once I get to the library. Yeah, so when I stand still for a while, I'll get this little butterfly effect around me, which is cool. And there it is. Which is pretty. Alright. Oh, I thought this was the library already. Oops. Alright. Inspect note. Under the rule of this house, I must confess, for I've broken my vows of obedience and chastity. 2 nights ago, I was indecent and acted impulsively. I want to regret these actions, if only it hadn't felt so good. Forgive me, Reverend Mother. Good for you, sis. Alright, and there was a thing over here. So sometimes there's these platforms which will break when I walk on them. Silver coin, cool. Alright, here we go. The library is just ahead. Please follow me. So these little blue glowing lights are portals that will take me to the library, which I'll go to in just a second. Thankfully, we arrived safely. Sisters of the Order, this is the Secret Library, a shelter for the royalty in times of need. I'll be staying here for my own safety. The witches are unaware of this area. Okay. Your Majesty, we were part of a group of nuns that was headed to the cathedral. A blizzard caught us, and we were set apart. Me and Sister Samia had to take some extra days to arrive. You will find no living nun in these premises save for the two of you. Oh, that's terrible. The cathedral's halls have been stained with the blood of those who devoted themselves to the gods. We have been outmatched by the enemy. Darkness leaks from every corner. No. You must find my younger sister, Poeme, and stop her. She is responsible for the witch's ceremony and for putting a curse on me. If she's allowed to do as she wants, more innocent lives will be sacrificed. Her madness needs to end. Poeme should be at the castle. Your Majesty, how may we get there? The main entrance is locked by a barrier, a type of protective witchcraft. I'm afraid you won't be able to do much against it, but... That woman from before, the one dressed in black. She is a traitor of the church, previously known as Sister Devoir. Find her. She must know something about the barrier. A traitor. But then, will she cooperate with us? You will make her talk. You nuns have your methods. Your Majesty... I won't yield to my sister and abandon our people. Find Sister Devoir, the traitor. Even her poisonous tongue might be of use to us. Alright. I wonder if the library has some fairy tales. As a child, my favorite was The Maiden in White. Oh. Alright, so this little sparkly thing, it just tells me about combat. Alright, so the princess will be in here as well as Harina, which is the shopkeeper here, basically. This library is a special place, connected to many others. I am the one in charge of it. Are you heading to the castle? That area isn't safe anymore. There are witches all over. Since you're around, why not take a look at some of the stuff I've got for sale? Some of it might prove to be useful. You never know. What can I do for you? So I can talk to her a little bit. I think she's a character from... I think she's like a shopkeeper in the Momodora games too, and she's sort of a carryover character, or she's based on one or something, but I don't know. She's not in Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight, which is the only one I've played, so I'm not positive, but... I overheard your conversation with the princess. Considering your pilgrimage to the cathedral must have taken a few days, I assume you haven't heard the news. The heretics have sunk 2 vessels from the Whitechapel. Not even the southern monasteries are safe anymore. You look fine, though. I suppose their witchcraft poses little threat to you. Which is it? And I can say, the witches are pretty strong, or I'm capable. That's good. Keep up with that. Not many nuns work under the Inquisition, branch out of their own will. Perhaps that applies to you as well? To atone for their sins, or their families, many girls are forced into clerical work. I've heard the stories about the horrible persecution. So, let me ask you. Were you sedated for your initiation? These don't really have an effect on, like, endings or anything. They're just sort of, you get to pick Samia's, like, backstory, I guess, kind of. I could say. Ah, that's quite brave, isn't it? At least you came back in one piece. And it sort of continues with the, it expands the lore a little bit about that. Tell me, do you hear the wails of the gods? Some say members of the Order can hear divine moans in their sleep. I wonder about those sounds. I'm faithful, but far from such devotion. Haha, I apologize, sister. I should give you some peace now. No more idle chatting. So that's the most she'll let me talk to her. If I try to talk to her anymore, she just says, there's something a bit different about you. Ha ha ha, it's nothing important. Do not worry. Alright, shop. So right now she'll only offer me these. I have 2 coins, so I guess I'll get this one. Thanks. And I'll read them out when I bought them. But as time goes, Oh, come back every now and then. I might have some new goods for you. Yeah, as time goes, she'll add stuff to her store. Return to previous location. And I'll just put you back here. Usually it's, or libraries will always be by save points, but there's not always save points by libraries, so. Alright, well, that's all I'm gonna do for right now. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.